It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. It is going to be another hot one in the Ozarks. We are starting out with temperatures in the upper 70s again this morning, setting us up for yet another hot day. We have excessive heat warnings out all the way through Friday, so find a way to cool down. Stay indoors in the air conditioning if you can, and if you must be out, make sure you're taking your health very seriously. You have to stay hydrated on days like this. Gosh, I went out to just sweep the porch the other day and I was just dripping in sweat less than 5 minutes. It is gross out there and it's going to stay gross as we head into the rest of the work week forecast. So, super hot for back to school week this year. Poor kids, they're walking, even from the house to the bus stop. It's miserable outdoors. Something to keep in mind this week for sure. More where that heat came from. That's what's in the forecast for you today. I have just scorching heat, high temperatures, upper 90s. Of course, feeling much worse than that. It's the heat index values that are stealing all the headlines in the forecast, and today is no exception. Excessive heat warnings are in effect. Heat index values anywhere from 110 to 120. Ugh, it's not even nice to swim outside. Everything is warm. The water is warm in too many places. And we are just talking about this heat wave being pretty persistent through the work week forecast. I have better news for you, though. After today, when we have the high pressure in control, we have full sunshine. Got a little bit of cloud cover that starts to move back into the forecast this weekend, and also a bit of a pattern shift with cooler temperatures that are eventually going to make their way to us. So we are looking forward to that cool down. Excessive heat warnings, though, they're in effect all the way through Friday. So it is going to be extremely important to make sure you're paying attention using all the heat safety rules this time of the year. This is unprecedented heat. There have been records for most of the Midwest, the Great Plains, all the way to the Gulf. It's a huge widespread area dealing with the extreme heat. And of course, it's the humidity that's bad for everybody. Cooler temperatures, though, are in the forecast for the weekend, and that is going to bring at least a limited rain chance. Don't get too excited about the rain chance. It's extremely limited, but at least there's a chance, which is better than the last couple of days when we've just been bone dry across the region. It's this isolated chance for a little weekend storm. It's not going to be much. In fact, I think if you are lucky enough to see the rain, it will be less than a quarter of an inch. Not going to be a drought buster here, perhaps though enough to bring in some cooler temperatures and some unsettled weather as we head into Saturday night into early Sunday. That's going to be the best opportunity for rain and storms back in our forecast. And then when I look at some of the long range charts, we get this bit of relief that arrives for us this weekend with highs back into the 80s. Next week looks okay, pretty typical for this time of the year. And then unfortunately, some of the long range charts, they're hinting that this big heat dome, it might sneak back into the Midwest as we head into the early part of September. So that's what I'm watching in the long range forecast. I don't want to get too excited about it now because, of course, that's way off and things could definitely change. And we are going to hope that they do. Today it's 97, feeling more like 115 though this afternoon. Not much of a breeze to bring us relief. I have a southwest wind today, 5 to 10 miles an hour. By Friday, we see temperatures that are still in the 90s. We're going to stay in the 90s as we head into the end of the work week, and then numbers back off for us a little bit as we head into Saturday and Sunday. We'll be falling back to the upper 80s. And then next week, I think we're in the upper 80s too. So things are looking better, but we're going to suffer through the next couple of days for sure. Around the country, weather making headlines. The tropics, they've been active as we head into the next couple of days. All eyes on Tropical Storm Franklin. That tropical storm could become a hurricane. Watching that intensify out in the Southwest Atlantic. As it strengthens, I think the areas of impact here are going to be the Dominican Republic, also Haiti, expecting a lot of heavy rainfall from that. Currently not expected to impact the United States, though, so good news for us. We also have some heat relief, not just for the Ozarks, but for many across the Midwest and definitely the Plain States this weekend. A lot of folks in the Midwest looking forward to some relief, so that is good news in the weather world across the country. All right, I want to give you the brain twister question from yesterday. This one: what is the most stolen food in the world? And the options that I gave you were A, cheese, B, fresh meat, C, chocolate, or D, seafood. If you guessed A, cheese, you are correct. That it would not have been my guess. I would have guessed like alcohol or something canned that's easy to conceal, has like a really long shelf life, but it's cheese. And I guess some cheeses do have a pretty long shelf life. Interestingly enough, though, about 4% of all cheese that is produced in the world ends up being stolen. Why is it often the target for shoplifters? Well, according to Time magazines, the reasons are pretty clear. There's high demand. You can easily dispose of it. It's small. It's mobile. Makes it easy to conceal, and it's rarely protected with security tags. So it's easy to get away with. Cheese, most stolen food in the world. If you're curious about what else is commonly stolen, these are other commonly stolen items. Again, this is according to Time magazine. The number one, packed meat, such as steak, lamb, or bacon. Razor blades, which is a bit concerning. Number three on the list is whiskey, champagne, and gin. Number four, of course, not a food item, but cosmetics, makeup. I know a lot of those are stolen. Sometimes the stores even like have those little lockers where you have to ask people to get them out. Number five is interesting, branded underarm deodorants. You must really need it if you're going to steal deodorant. Number six is batteries. Number seven are clothing accessories. Number eight is coffee. And number nine, baby clothes. Number 10, jeans, which I would think would be really hard to steal. Cheese, definitely easier to steal. And indeed, it is the most stolen food item in the world. Cheese can be really expensive too. I believe that is a high dollar item because man, I'm trying to make a charcuterie board these days and it costs you a fortune. If you answered A, congratulations. Here's a look at the brain twister question for tomorrow. Which line in the movie Forrest Gump did Tom Hanks ad lib? Which one of these famous phrases? Do you think it was A, stupid is as stupid does? B, my name is Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump. C, me and Jenny goes together like peas and carrots. Or D, life is like a box of chocolates. Which one do you think Tom Hanks just came up with on the spot? You can submit your answer over on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. Take a guess there. Also, before I let you go, I want to let you know about a really fun giveaway that's happening, and there are 2 chances to win. You don't want to miss this. If you like Chiefs football, if you are excited for cooler weather, Saturday is your day because Around the Ozarks is giving away 2 pairs of tickets to the Chiefs game, and I wanted to let you know that you can enter to win those over on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. There are 2 ways to win. Head around to aroundtheozarks.com. You can click the banner for the contest on the homepage of the website. You'll be taken to a landing page for the contest. You enter to win there. There's also a second chance to win a pair of tickets to the Kansas City Chiefs game this Saturday, just a couple days, August 26th at Arrowhead Stadium. You can submit through the main banner on the page. And then if you fill out our demographic questionnaire, you can double your chances of winning. So head to aroundtheozarks.com. Make sure you enter both ways to win because you can double your luck. Submit there, and we will let you know on Friday at noon who wins those tickets. So good luck to you. Head around to the aroundtheozarks.com. You can also get your latest weather forecast there, up to the minute weather information all day long. Thank you so much for listening this morning. I will chat with you again tomorrow morning. Have a great day and stay cool.